All right. We have a trade to discuss this morning.
Colorado Avalanche acquired defenseman Ryan Lindgren from the New York Rangers, $4.5 million cap hit, but retained 50%. They get Jimmy Vesey.
The Rangers goes Calvin Haan and Juuso Parssinen and a second round and fourth round pick.
So how about this trade? The Colorado Avalanche and New York Rangers agree to have multiple players swap teams. So, the Colorado Avalanche acquire Ryan Lindgren, Hank Kempf, and Jimmy Vesey, and the New York Rangers acquire Parssinen, Haan, a 2025 second-round pick, and which was originally the Rangers, and a 2025 round 4 pick from the Avalanche, and the Rangers also retain $2.25 million of Lindgren's deal. So, this is interesting. Parssinen is a younger player at 24. Apparently, according to reports, the Rangers really liked his game when they played them. Like, when they saw him out on the ice against the Rangers, they really liked his game. Yeah, he had a very good goal against the Rangers. So they think that there's something to be had there. Haan, quality enough defender, kind of a third pairing guy. And then the Rangers get some draft capital. I mean, that's not a bad thing. So why did the Avalanche make this deal? I mean, you get a guy like Ryan Lindgren, who is, when healthy, a very effective defender. He's willing to give up every single piece of his body to block that puck. I just love his mentality. I do think because of the style in which he plays, he'll probably not have a super long career. He's still only 27, but with the physical toll he puts on his body, I don't think he'll be a guy that plays into his late 30s, even though I hope I'm wrong with that. But Ryan Lindgren can be a very effective defender, so you add a little bit more defense for the Avalanche. And Jimmy Vesey, while he's not lighting up the scoreboard, in a bottom six role, he's fine enough. You add another piece there for the Colorado Avalanche, and overall, I think this deal makes sense for both parties. I don't think the Rangers were going to be keeping Lindgren past this year. He was on a one-year deal, and we'll see how the negotiations work with the Colorado Avalanche in that regard. And then as for, the Rangers, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag this year for them. I think they've seen some improvement definitely later on in the season, but you're able to get a younger guy in Parssinen that you think maybe the ceiling is pretty damn good there. It's never bad to bring in a guy that you're like, hey, he's got 1 year on this deal. He's making $775,000 league minimum. Maybe we're able to kind of figure out something and sign him for a longer term deal. And that's what you need in New York. You need contracts that make sense, especially when you're signing a guy like Shesterkin to such a heavy, heavy deal. And while the cap will go up, making smart moves like this and smart investments on younger guys with some upside, it does make sense in that regard for the New York Rangers. And when you're not probably going to be able to retain Lindgren, being able to get some type of asset back for Lindgren, that's a smart decision in my personal opinion. And for the Avalanche, they get a couple guys that are going to add some depth. And the Avalanche have the world-class talent. McKinnon and Natchez has been a beautiful fit there with the Avalanche. You add a couple more pieces. The Avs, they're going to be a team that I think will surprise some people. While there are favorites out in the West, and Colorado is definitely some people's favorites, I think this is just smart to bring in a couple good guys that will make an immediate impact on your NHL roster. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you think of this trade? Who do you believe won this trade? And genuinely kind of curious about this. Do you think Ryan Lindgren would be able to figure out a deal to stay there long term, or you think that will be a short term stay in Colorado? Captain Paul, see you in the next one.